If you're in real estate, you know the feeling, right? You're always on the hunt for top agents. But the whole process feels, well, it feels like you're trying to solve a puzzle with half the pieces missing. It's this massive people problem that's been a drag on the industry forever. But what if AI could finally give us those missing pieces? Let's dive into that.
Seriously, it's the question that keeps brokers and team leaders up at night. You pour so much time, so much money and energy into recruiting, and the results just feel totally random. It's like you're just spinning a wheel, hoping for the best, working with old info and a little bit of luck. It is, without a doubt, the single biggest roadblock for anyone trying to grow their business.
So, let's actually put a name to this. We can call it the recruiting guesswork problem. And look, this isn't just some small annoyance. It's a deep, systemic issue that comes from a basic misunderstanding of where the problem really is. And this quote from Humanize CEO Christianos just nails it. The industry doesn't have a software tooling problem, it has an input problem. Just think about that for a second. We have a million different CRMs and outreach tools, right? The issue isn't the software, it's the junk data, the input that we're all feeding into.
Okay, so if the input is the real problem here, let's break down exactly why the old data we've all been using for years just completely misses the mark for modern recruiting.
In this slide just lays out the disconnect perfectly. On one side, you have your traditional MLS data. Think of it like a rearview mirror. It's built for compliance, it tells you what an agent did in the past. But on the other side, that's what recruiters actually need to know. What are their goals? What does their online brand look like? Are they even thinking about making a move? The MLS is totally silent on all the questions that really matter.
So, if the problem is bad data, then the solution, well, it's got to start with better data. It needs a completely new approach, built from the ground up. And this is where a company called Humanize and their new platform, Agent Intelligence, come into the picture. Humanize is an AI-powered company, and they're basically planting a flag and saying, the old way is broken. They're not just trying to build another CRM. No, they're going straight to the root of the problem, that input problem we just talked about, by creating a brand new data source for the industry. They call it Agent Intelligence, and the key phrase you gotta hear is signals not captured by legacy MLS systems. This is huge. This isn't just some fancy filter they're putting on top of old data. No, this is being built independently from scratch to create a way richer and way more accurate profile of every agent out there. So, a smarter way to recruit? What does that actually look like? Well, it means moving past just a simple list of an agent's past sales and starting to see the whole person. So let's look at the kind of data that makes this complete picture possible. You know, instead of just relying on that one data point, transactions, Agent Intelligence is pulling in this whole spectrum of new signals. It's analyzing everything, an agent's career stage, their team setup, their social media presence, even how they market themselves. You get this complete 360-degree view, which gives you real insights into who an agent is. And, this is the key part, it helps predict when they might actually be ready for a change. And here is a really crucial distinction. This is not just another static database of names. Humanizes calls it an execution layer. Think about it like this. A database is a phone book. It's just a list. But an execution layer, that's the system that knows who to call, when to call them, and what to say. It doesn't just sit there with the data. It actually puts it to work.
And here's how that all happens. First, the platform goes out and gathers all those rich signals from all over the web. Then, it uses all that information to build a really detailed, actionable profile for each agent. After that, the AI intelligently prioritizes the agents who are the absolute best fit for your specific brokerage right now. And finally, it automates the outreach across different channels, turning all that raw data into actual, meaningful conversations.
But Agent Intelligence isn't just some new product from a random startup. It's the next big step for Humanize, a company that's been deep in this space for years. So let's take a look at their track record to really understand the foundation that this is all built on. To get a sense of their credibility, just look at this number, 28,000. That's how many qualified agent-to-broker intros Humanize has already generated in just the last year alone using their existing platform. So yeah, they've got a proven history of connecting the right people. And those connections led to real, tangible results. We're talking over $3 billion in closed transactions. So this is not some theoretical idea. This is a system that has already shown it can have a massive, real-world impact on the industry. And they're not stopping there, not even close. This roadmap shows just how ambitious they are. After launching Agent Intelligence, they're planning to build out an entire ecosystem. Everything from a specialized job board to AI communication tools and even done-for-you recruiting services. The vision is pretty clear. They want to own the entire agent recruiting journey from start to finish.
So, what does this all mean for the future of how we recruit in real estate? I think we could be looking at a genuine turning point here, a fundamental shift away from the old, inefficient ways of doing things towards something much more precise and much more effective.
This quote from the CTO at Humanize, Mike Nicholas, just captures the mission perfectly. Move recruiting from brute force guesswork to precision execution. It's really about ending the days of just throwing stuff at the wall and hoping something sticks. Instead, every single move you make is strategic and driven by data.
And that leaves us with the big question, doesn't it? With way better data and the AI to actually put it into action, are we on the edge of finally solving real estate's long-standing people puzzle? The shift from guesswork to intelligence is definitely happening, and it really promises to reshape how the entire industry grows from here on out.